And up next is Mayela Sanchez from LULAC. Welcome, Mayela.
Thank you. How's everybody? So, to start, I want to show you a very inspirational video about one of the programs that I love the most, working for LULAC. So, we just need to wait that is ready. Okay. Well, so I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Mayela Sanchez. I'm program coordinator for the League of United Latin American Citizens. And wow, well, that's not my video, but I'm program coordinator for the League of United Latin American Citizens. I joined the team on March, and my first project is Technolochicas, and I would like to introduce the program through this video.
My dream is to become a chemical engineer to work with NASA. My dream is to become a chemical engineer to work with NASA.
Try to be someone extraordinary and really.
Sorry about that, guys. He's not a Technolochica for sure.
My dream.
You can click on YouTube link and it's going to be open.
My dream is to become a chemical engineer to work with NASA.
Try to be someone extraordinary and really make a difference in life.
My dream is to become a Technolochica. This after school program is different because you work more together and it's more a sense of each other and learning something that isn't available to everybody else.
I used to think like technology was boring, but now that I got into Technolochicas, I realized that it's actually pretty fun.
It's just a safe place. The girls could just be themselves and learn together.
Girl power, as they say.
When they go out, they talk about it all the time, and they're so proud of it.
We are extremely excited to have you here to meet the Technolochicas.
And when they see these engineers and these scientists that look like them, that had experiences like them, that grew up in neighborhoods like theirs, then they see a real superhero.
Just like the stories they give is so inspiring.
Not everyone gets an opportunity like this.
Es una herramienta de por vida.
I really need it in life.
It's a small spark that can start a movement, and I think that's what the Technolochicas Lift is creating.
We just need a little more push and we could do it.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yes, we can!
Well, it's not that fabulous. All right. I want to be the Beyonce of technology. That was the answer of one of the girls when I asked her, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she answered me that was amazing for me because I realized the big impact that Technolochicas program was making with these girls living in underserved communities. And that inspired me a lot. And to be honest with you, Technolochicas has been a very important part of my life that gave me my hope back as Mexican and as Latina girl. To give you a little bit more about my background, I came to the United States 2 years ago to study my master's degree. And I put a Speedy Gonzalez, no offense, but the most of the people, my classmates, thought that as Mexican I should look like Speedy Gonzalez. You know, they were shocked when I said, I'm Mexican, I'm from Mexico. But to be honest with you, of course, Latina girls, we look like Salma Hayek, right? So I came to this country, I started to study my master's degree, and I was very afraid to do it. I had this bunch of classes related to technology, you know, data analytics, programming, coding, and I always tried to avoid those classes because I used to have a lack of confidence in myself. And you know what? I respect cultures and nationalities, but those classes were dominated by countries like India, people from India and China. I never see people from Latinos, you know, and I was always wondering, where are the Latinos? So I always tried to avoid those classes. I was thinking, of course, those classes are no for me. They are really hard. You know, I was living in a lot of stigma. So anyway, I decided to focus in my other skills, like talking to people. I love to talk to people. My mom said that I can even talk to the stones. So I decided to take advantage of that, and that's how I start to create my networking. So that's the way that I got the chance to meet LULAC. And thank you to that I start to expand my networking. I got enrolled in one of their programs, entrepreneur program, that they were offering while I was studying my master's degree. And that was a really great opportunity for me because it was the first time that I get close to the Latino community here in the States. I was feeling really alone by myself in the university. So after that, and thank you to this networking, I got the opportunity to get an interview with LULAC when I graduate. And they offered me the job position. So the first project that they assigned me was Technolochicas. And that's the time when I start to feel that I was a Mexican becoming a Mexican. You know, I was always afraid about my roots. I was not feeling self-confidence. You know, it was really hard for me to believe in myself in this country. So this opportunity gave my hope back. And I had to move to Arizona to implement the program. And the state of Arizona has an interesting facts. First of all, they have an increase in tech jobs of 188%. The geography is really nice. They are pretty close to California, you know, Silicon Valley, and also they are in the border with Mexico, which I think is a great advantage. And I bet Texas, of course, has a lot of those advantages and even more. And why Technolochicas? Why we decide to implement this program? Well, first of all, there is a lack of Latina women in tech fields. And the second, there is not a lot of programs that empower technology and STEM careers in Latin girls. So we need to take advantage of the 2 million jobs that are opening for the next years. And that's the reason why we decide to come up with Technolochicas. So also another point that we have to take in account is that 1 in 5 women in the US are from Hispanic origins, and they will represent at least 1/3 of the population by 2060. So how I suppose we are not taking advantage of that? What we are doing, you know, to empower Latina girls. So we have to start with the young generations, and that's why we decide to create a curriculum only for Latina girls in middle school. So, and we decide to move to Arizona because we thought that there are a lot of underserved communities. So we partnership with Televisa Foundation, Intel, and we came up with this program. We select 15 schools in the state of Arizona, and we design a program for 3 months. And the final result is that we impact more than 300 girls in the state of Arizona. So we did it through a very easy and fun curriculum. We use tools like Arduinos, Scratch software, Khan Academy. So the secret was to create technology in a funny way and an easy way to understand for them. So this is the way that I wish to know more about technology when I was in the university, but it wasn't, it was really hard for me, and that's the reason why I was trying to avoid those classes. So in Technolochicas, we also believe that if you can see it, you can be it. So Televisa Foundation created this video production with a lot of women, Latina women around the country, when they tell us their stories. So it was very impressed for me because these Latina women all around the country talk about their history, their challenge, what problems they face as Latinas, as immigrants, and I really identify myself with them. And we use these videos to show the girls that, well, we use the videos to inspire the girls, So taking advantage of that, we invite all these women that we call it Technolochicas to some events in Arizona to give the girls the opportunity to interact with them. It was an amazing event. I cannot explain you how I feel in that moment. They look like real rock stars, so that was amazing. So what I have learned about Technolochicas, all Latina women, it seems that we have a lot of things in common. It seems that, of course, at the beginning of our careers, we are always afraid because of roots, because, a lot of us, we are immigrants or we are children of immigrants, etc. So I was very surprising when the girls expressed the same. They expressed that before Technolochicas, they were really afraid to try this because they thought that technology was only for boys. And because they thought they were Latinas, they don't deserve to go in these kind of fields. So what I have learned about this experience, my lesson number one is don't let that stigma about your roots define your capabilities. So right now, I'm feeling like, if these girls can do it, I can do it for sure. And this really inspired me to get enrolled more in technology. So my mindset changed completely since 2 years ago when I was like, the Mexican coming to study here. I'm afraid. English is not my first language, etc. So, but now I want to ask you two things. The first is don't let people tell you that you cannot do it. Just keep trying. I let a lot of times people tell me, you cannot do it, come back to your country. So, but that's not true. We are talent, we are intelligent, Latinas, we have everything. And the second one, please, all of you that are in tech, please help us to make technology fun and easy for our future generation. We need to improve our economy status and our diversity. So that's my invitation today. I hope you enjoy Technolochicas. And the good news is that probably we are gonna come here to Texas to bring the program. So we will happy to let you know if that happened in December. And that's it for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mayela. Thank you. And up next.